Find out who you are and do it on purpose. That quote was said by the late, the great, the unfortunately late Dolly Parton, who just passed away yesterday, if you're listening to this on Wednesday morning. One of the biggest icons in entertainment history, one of the biggest icons in country music history. Dolly Parton changed this world for the good, and not that many people can say it at the level that she can. We're going to have to do a Dolly Parton episode dedicated to her next week, but for this week, we got the guy, the NBA, the 2026 All Hustle Award winner, Moussa Diabate from the Charlotte Hornets joins the show. And one of the reasons I chose this quote is because I feel like Moussa embodies it in that he has lived his life fully on purpose. Whatever decision he has made, he has committed to it 100% to make sure that it was never the wrong decision. So I cannot wait for you guys to listen to this episode. I'm also fired up because this episode, if you notice the little watermark in the top left of the screen, the boys picked up a quick sponsor, a Charlotte sponsor, a Carolinas sponsor in this episode. The first ever episode of Make It to Midnight history has a presenting sponsor, and it is brought to you by my brother Joe Satterfield and the team at Diamond Legacy Insurance. So I traveled to Charlotte to do this podcast, and I needed a studio. I was in a crunch. I hit up Joe. He tells me, hey, my work, we actually have a studio that you can use. I said, dude, no shot. This is incredible, and you'll see the look of the interview. It's awesome. So I cannot say thanks to Joe and Diamond Legacy Insurance enough. And if you are interested in any of these services, go to Diamond Legacy Insurance. It's where every dollar counts, whether you're building a team or taking care of your family. That is why I recommend them. Joe Satterfield and his team take the time to personally review your current policies, shop multiple A-rated insurance companies, and see if they can save you money while making sure you have the coverage you actually need. This is probably the best part of them because every single time you pick up the phone now, you call somebody, you call a business, and you get some AI or some answering operating machine, you just want to talk to a person. That is what you get at Diamond Legacy Insurance. There's no call centers, no one-size-fits-all approach, just great customer service from people who have your back. If you're interested in this, if you're interested in ways to save money through insurance, please give Joe a call at 864-436-3099 or email him at joe@diamond-legacy.com. That phone number is 864-436-3099 and the email is joe@diamondlegacy.com. That's Diamond Legacy Insurance, helping you save money while protecting what matters most. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to Joe. Shout out to Diamond Legacy Insurance. Thank you for being a part of this episode. Now, I cannot wait for you guys to see this episode. I haven't seen Moussa since I was working at IMG Academy. And since then, he went on to Michigan. He left Michigan after his freshman year, was drafted in the second round of the NBA draft to the Los Angeles Clippers, was on a two-way deal, got plenty of minutes for the Clippers, but still on the two-way, gets released, signs with the Hornets, and has what everybody would call a breakout year last year where he lit that city on fire through his work ethic, his determination, his heart, and the attitude he brought day in and day out. If there is an athlete, if there's an NBA athlete that embodies the Make It to Midnight mantra, it's Moussa Diabate, man. His whole reputation is built off hard work, and that's why he won the 2026 NBA Hustle Award. But it starts long before that. We talk about his journey coming over from France at age 11 or 12 years old, not knowing anybody, not knowing any English. His first Thanksgiving meal, what stood out to him the most, having to transfer three different high schools because of things that were out of his control, obstacles out of his control, still making the most of it, deciding to leave Michigan a year, maybe too early, maybe not. Tom Thibodeau's lessons to him. There's so much in this episode, and I love basketball. I'm a big basketball fan, so it's extremely cool to have an NBA player on the show, especially somebody that is as awesome as Moussa. So I hope you guys enjoy this episode, and I will see y'all at the end of it. And we'll start out with some anime because I've been grinding.
Oh, for real?
I've been grinding anime.
So wait, hold on. You like animes now or something?
I'll start it. We'll get into it.
I bet.
Welcome back to another episode of the Make It to Midnight podcast. This is an away game right now. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm sitting with my guy that I met back in 2019. This current city right now, Charlotte loves him, the Queen City. We got Moussa Diabate on the podcast. Moussa, I miss you, man.
My man, miss you too, man.
Bro, so I texted you before. I said we got to start out the podcast with some anime talk.
Right.
For those listening, we're going to get into Moussa's story. We're going to talk about everything that's been going on with him too, because he's got tons of great life lessons, tons of great things for young athletes or just people trying to better themselves as well. But I recently been getting into anime. I went to Japan in March.
For real?
Went to Japan in March, but probably like 2022 or 3, I started diving in deep. So what I got to know is, what main character do you feel like you see yourself the most in?
Main character?
From any of your shows that you watch.
I see myself as,
You're like Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter?
He's cool, but no, I'm definitely not him. Hell no. To be honest, I think I'm like more like, to be honest, like the generic, very generic one right here, like Naruto.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Just for hard work.
Hard work, having a vision for a very long time, telling people about it, like always claimed it, and like people, like laughing at you at the beginnings, and just like proving people wrong, like I think that represent me, like a whole lot.
How early on were you claiming it? I'm assuming you're talking about making it to the NBA.
Yeah, since I started playing basketball, like literally when I started dribbling the basketball, which was like when I was 12 years old, I was like already saying it. And like I couldn't even play the game yet. Yeah.
People were looking at you crazy.
Yeah, looking at me crazy.
Dude, I love it. What are some of your what's your like top 5 anime right now?
Top 5 right now? Like all time or just right now?
Let's do right now.
Right now? Right now, Solo Leveling was very good.
Bro, so good.
Vinland was very good as well. I've watched so many, like it's one of them things where like I've watched so many that like I'm even forgetting ones.
I know. Dude, Vinland Saga.
Fire.
It could be my favorite one ever.
Yeah. Oh, for real?
I mean, dude, like especially everything you get from it. Season 1 just being full on
right.
War,
and the
war
second
path.
one, and you know what's so crazy? At first, when the second season came out and I watched it, I wasn't really impressed. But then I watched it back maybe like a month ago, and I was like, you know what? That's a masterpiece right there.
Bro, because the lesson,
just like even like the character development, just the whole story has like set up. It's like, that's very impressive.
They said season 1 is for the boys, season 2 is for the men.
No, yeah, it was fire. It was definitely fire.
Because it's deep, man. You watch Full Metal Alchemist?
I did a little bit, but I ain't stick with me.
Really?
I watched it a long time ago, but that ain't really stick with me. What's another one that I've watched like recently that like I've watched all of them already, but I'm just like,
you a My Hero guy?
Slime. I got reincarnated as a slime.
I need to watch that.
That's fire. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else I've watched.
Did you watch My Hero?
Not really. I've watched the first season, I want to say. A little bit of the second season.
Yeah.
That ain't really stick with me either. But I heard it's like very good. Like
the last
right now,
season is like peak.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty good right now. What else I've watched? Cleavades.
What is it?
It's so it's a story of this there's like multiple, it's like these heroes that go fight like a demon lord.
Gotcha.
And like a boss, like a super villain, like the demon lord or whatever. And it's like about like a whole kingdom, but like the demon lord, I guess, is like interest is being picked by like the world of humans, and then so he becomes like he transforms himself into a human and like go through the whole adventure. Anyways, it's like a whole story.
Dude, I know, I love it. There's so many life lessons in anime.
Super.
People just do not.
No, yeah, I look-y think like that. Look-y, in a sense, like give me some of the life, like some of the rules that I have in me, my mantras, some of the mantras that I have.
Yeah. What are some of those?
You know what? Like just not giving up, always staying true to yourself, and really just like like sticking to the vision, like really just sticking to the vision, and hardworking, like Dragon Ball Z, like just seeing them just grind so damn hard. You like, damn, like.
Bro, they make it feel like anything's possible.
Man, what? For real?
Especially in it, like, because nobody cuts corners. Like, it's so different. I saw a video about why, like because like the Japanese culture is
Mm-hmm.
like a lot more hardworking and disciplined than American culture and like pretty much any other culture.
Right.
And they compared like all of the kid shows we watch or like our superheroes over here
Yeah.
to the main characters in anime.
Okay.
And it's like here we have like Batman and like Iron Man,
Superman, all that.
all these guys that are like either like really rich and can create all of these things. Superman, who's just like the strongest no matter
Right.
what.
Mm-hmm.
And like those are sort of the main principles of them, where all these people like Goku, all of them is like the principle is hard work.
Yeah.
And when kids grow up watching it, it's like, oh, in order to get this, I need to be the hardest
work
worker.
hard, yeah.
Where you watch Iron Man, it's like, oh, I got to be a billionaire to be that.
No, yeah, I get what you're saying.
So I thought that was cool.
No, that's interesting. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, but when you are 12 years old and you already got the vision, you said on another podcast that one of the first ways you got attention was that somebody just videoed you working out, and then everybody was sending offers.
So yeah, but that was a little later on. So that was after
Okay.
2 years that I was playing. So when I was 14 years old, so that was right before I left to America, which I didn't know I was gonna leave or anything like that. But yeah, I was just looking for somebody to train with during the summer. There was like this big academy that like they pretty much rejected me, they didn't want me or whatever. So
What was their reason? Just they didn't think you were good enough?
I mean, to be honest, they said that. They said my grades. Yeah, it was. I guess I wasn't good enough for them, which I didn't believe. I think that not even. I think it was the grades. If I remember right, it wasn't even because like I killed the thing my second year. My first year, probably so. I wasn't good enough. The second time though, yeah, I definitely was good enough for sure.
Yeah.
Like I belonged there for sure. But yeah, I think it was mostly the grades from what they said. But the excuse was so. It was bad because literally they had kids like literally that same year they got expelled because of their grades. And it was just like they had their grades was way worse than mine. But anyways, all that to say is, so then during that summer of that same year, I was looking for somebody to train with. And so at that time, during that time, one of my friends on my where my dad lives at was actually going to America. So I saw him through a playground and I was talking to him like, yeah, I need somebody to train with during the summer. And he was like, you know what? Like, I'm going to America, but my guy, like, he does great workouts. Like, you should train with him. So I was like, you know what? Cool. Like, let's do it. And so, yeah, like, I ended up going, met somebody that I'm now very close with. And yeah, that's where it started. We started working out. And one day it was just like, man, like we should just take a video, like just to mess around, like, just to send it just to see what people think of
Right.
it. But like, I still don't, I'm not thinking of America, like going right now or anything like that. And so, yeah, like pretty much after that same, like literally afternoon, like a whole bunch of offers from different high school came out, like La Lumiere, Monte Verde. There was a bunch of other ones. There was like one in Cali as well. There was a lot of them. But yeah, like just offering scholarships. And so I was just like, man, like he was like, yo, that's a great opportunity. And at that time, I ain't have nothing going on for myself outside of like, basketball. So I was just like, you know what, why not?
Dude, and what a blessing that you were told no by the other academy.
For real.
Because who knows where you'd be
Yep.
right now. What was the conversation like with your mom when you were like, Mom, I want to go? Were you like, hey, can I go to the U.S.? Or was it like, I'm going to the U.S., even though you're only 13 years old?
No, I was telling him, like, yeah, I'm going. Like, I told her, like, my mom, like, but it was crazy, though. Because I came, like, literally that same day I came, and I was talking to my mom, and I was like, Mom, like, I want to go to the U.S. She was like, what are you talking about? She was like, yeah, I was working out with this dude. And, it went well.
Because you were how old?
Video. I'm like 14, 13, yeah, 14.
8th grade.
Yeah. So I'm 14, and I'm like, like, Mom, like, I need to do this, that. And she was just looking at me like, first of all, so you telling me you talked to this random guy, worked out with him, then not even knowing him, and he told you, yeah, let's go to America, and you like, yeah, let's do it? She was like, yeah, you tripping. So she was on my case looking at me like crazy or whatever, but I was just so persistent that like she was like, you know what? If God's wanted to be what it is, then it's going to be.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
And then you moved over to... Were you over in Orlando first?
Yep. First school was on Monte Verde, actually.
You didn't know any English at this time?
No, nothing.
What was the first American word or English word you learned?
First American word. I mean, I knew a couple words already. Like
right.
I knew like hello, good morning, how are you? But I ain't doing nothing else.
Yeah.
But like probably a curse word.
That's because I feel like kids
Yeah.
always teach other kids just like a bad word.
Yeah, there was a couple words probably I was just, using curse words. I don't know exactly which one, but probably some.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Were you nervous? Or were you more excited?
Nervous about what, leaving?
Yeah, like when the first day in America and you show up on campus, like what were the emotions?
You know what? I was super excited. Because like I said, I ain't have nothing going on back home. Like there was nothing going on for me to be like, whether it's financially, like it was just like a great, like a perfect opportunity, because the reason why I was really so into going to that first academy in France is because to me, like, or at least I ain't have enough resources at home to like, I feel like maximize my potential or
Right.
even like my daily livelihood. Like, it was like not, we didn't have a lot of money. Obviously I couldn't buy the gears. So like a lot of time people would give me the like clothes and shoes, like basketball stuff. And like I'm growing, like I'm growing actively. So it's like by the time I'm 14, I'm like 6'6", 6'7". My mom is not keeping up with that. Like,
right.
So it's like I'm just like me going was like me because I wanted to go, but also understanding that I'm getting at a point where like my mom is not gonna be able to afford me. So,
right.
I'm just like, obviously she gonna do everything she can, but I'm like.
Was it just you and your mom?
No, it was me, my mom, and my little sister.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Actually, my little sister was born right before I left, so 2016.
Oh,
so we were technically 3, so she was a baby. But yeah. Obviously my daddy's there too, but like I said, it was still not a lot of the money or anything like that coming in. So
right.
I'm just like it was just perfect. It was just a perfect opportunity. So me going to the state and also being able to have a stable place where like I have clothes, food, and I don't have to worry about none of that or nothing like this. And the school is right there. Like people gonna help you study or whatever. It was great. So like I was super excited. Obviously very sad when I left, but yeah, very very excited.
That's cool, man. And I mean, you have such a good personality. Like it's obviously hard when you can't speak English, but being able to mesh in like that's everything.
Yeah, no, it was hard at the beginning for sure.
Yeah. Were you homesick?
I was homesick the first month or two. Yeah, that part was very, very hard just because like obviously you don't know nobody. It's a whole different culture, different food.
Yeah.
I ain't have nobody that was actually from France. People spoke French, so we had a couple guys that spoke French. But it was just like, man, like even like like the whole idea of opening up to people that you don't know and you don't speak this language with.
Right.
It's just hard at the beginning because you're gonna make a fool at yourself. Like people gonna laugh at you and look at you crazy. But you just gotta make a decision at some point and just be like, you know what, it is what it is. Like people gonna laugh at me, but
dude, I know it's crazy because at IMG I was like on the middle school hall for like my second school year, and there was probably like 3 or 4 kids that couldn't speak English, and they're in middle school, so probably similar to yours, and they're like super homesick, and these were like South Koreans.
Oh wow!
And so I'm just like on Google Translate late at night, like
trying to yell.
Yeah, it's like, man, I don't know what to do. Like,
it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy, but it is what it is sometimes.
For sure. What was your first like American experience when you walked in that like shocked you? Was it like grocery store, fast food place? Some of you are like, holy crap, this country's different.
I mean, it was just the environment. I remember when we got to Monte Verde, and the first place that we went to was the gym. And I was just looking at the gym of Monte Verde, and I was just looking around. I was like, what the? Like, it was just so crazy. Like, I was just looking around like, damn, like, that's really a basketball gym right there. Like, that's a high school gym.
Yeah.
I was like, I ain't never seen nothing like this before. Like, it was super nice.
What were you used to playing on in France?
I mean, don't get me wrong. We had a pretty nice gym. Like, at least one of my clubs. Like, yeah, the clubs that I went to, like, we had some nice. Obviously, you have some rougher ones or whatever, but yeah, no, it was pretty nice, but nothing like Monte Verde.
Yeah.
Like, and just like like the way people were talking, and like it was super nice because Paris is always damn near rainy, gray. So it was like palm trees. I was just looking like, dang, like that's different. And then obviously the food, a lot different. I mean, a lot different, but yeah.
What was your top fast food spot at that time?
You know what? I ain't really eat much fast. Oh, actually, no, I'm lying. If I remember right, it was like a pizza place that they had around here. Man, I used to love them spot. I used to love also that damn, what it's called? Butteries. The Reese's,
Oh,
the chocolate.
Yeah, the Reese's peanut butter cups.
Man, I used to be in love with them joints. I used to be like, what is this?
The only way you could put on weight, probably.
Man, for real. I used to love those. And man, I made the discovery of my life when I went to one of my coach's house. Shout out to Ray Miller. His mom, his wife. I remember I came for Thanksgiving, and so I was, came to the spot, and we chilling. I'm chilling with kids or whatever, and she made like this. She had a what was it? What's the name of that thing? A pie, but
like a chicken pot pie or
no,
like
a sweet pie. But what's the name of it? Dang.
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
Okay.
It was a pumpkin pie, but she had some ice cream with it, vanilla. I ain't know
Changes everything.
Man, what? I was
I
in
know you can do
love with them
both.
joints. What? I was like, man, this is different. No, actually, I'm tripping. It wasn't pumpkin pie. It was sweet potato pie. Yes, that's the one. Man,
See, that's game right there.
sweet potato pie with ice cream. I remember I was just in love with it. I was like, man, God bless America. That day. Oh, for real.
Hey, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
See, pull the mic up just a little bit for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, boom.
Is this good right here?
See if you can
Just a little bit more.
yeah.
Is it
Bang.
good?
Yeah, that's good right there. Bang.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Dude, that's hilarious. What was your first Thanksgiving? Were you shocked?
No, yeah, I was shocked. The whole turkey, the whole color green. You have all type of different foods, but I loved it. Cornbread. Nah, they did their thing. That was a great welcome.
I love it. What when you were first competing in the US, because obviously you're at a big school with a lot of talent, was it would you ever have an eye-opening moment of holy crap, these dudes are different compared to what I've been playing against? Or
Yeah. Well, I always had to adjust because I started in the JV. So I was in the JV team. Just like the speed of the JV team was already a lot, and I had to figure that part. But the one that messed me up is when I saw the varsity team, and at that time they had RJ Barrett,
yeah,
Andrew Nembard, Sandro. They had a whole bunch of guys Leaky Black. Who was there? They had some guys.
Crazy how many guys.
Grant. They had some guys. Marcus. They had some guys. And all that to say is when I saw them work, I saw them because I remember I come to the practices and I wouldn't do nothing else but run with them. Whenever they'll have to get on the line, I was just run with them and I was just watch the practice.
Was that your own thing, just on your own time, or did they tell you
Yeah,
hey?
No, they'll make me come with them. At first I just came to watch the workouts. I would always come and watch the practices.
Right.
But I wasn't allowed to whatever. And then one day it's you know what, you can just come and run. But I didn't understand what the hell was going on most of the time. So it was just one of them things where, I was just there. But yeah, man, I remember one day I started as time went on, I started actually being more involved in practices. And but I was just that's a different level.
Yeah.
They're nice.
Do you think coming over with the language barrier, because you're saying I didn't know what was going on, do you think that, I'm sure you've always played hard, but obviously your thing is hard work,
right,
relentless effort. Do you think some of that is from coming at an early age and it's I don't know what they're saying, but I do know I can work hard?
Oh, you know what? Like I said, I don't know, cause when I tell you, I genuinely always had a drive, since I was young, I just think that it's always how I've been. I can't remember one time when I didn't have that drive. It was just that I have goals, I have a vision of how I want to do it and how I want to be about it, and it's I'm gonna do whatever it takes to do it. So if I have to wake up hella super early in the morning, I used to wake up at 5 and just do a workout at the
Bro, IMG COVID, you were locked in.
Yeah, that's always what I did. Even outside of COVID,
right.
I'll just wake up and go to the outside courts.
Yeah,
and
one time at IMG, did they ever try to make you stop working out in the morning?
But me and Josh, but Josh was the one that was they did. But that's what I'm saying. I've always had that drive, and so
Who was leading that? You and Josh Green?
No, Joshua
Josh
Ozabar.
Yeah.
Ozabar was working.
Dude, he was.
That's to me the hardest working person I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wanted it, man.
Yeah.
And then, because when you first came, you were only at Mount Verde for a year? Or?
Yeah, I went only Monte Verde. Well, technically, I came there late, so like the school year already started, but they threw me out there right away. But yeah, by the end of the school year, I was done, and so the season obviously was done, and I pretty much left.
Who was the guy that you admired most when you were there?
Admire most?
Could be player, could be coach, could be anybody.
You know what? I wouldn't say like I admired, but like I look up to in a sense like, damn, like I got to get good like this. Was like definitely RJ Barrett, like like. Because at the end of the day, like, he was the man, like, number one player.
Yeah.
It was like he was killing in high school, and it was just like, I just liked his approach, like, his mentality. It was just like, man, like, you can tell, like, he separated himself, And so, I wanted to get good like this. So I definitely looked up to that part of him. Like, I was just like, man, like, I want to be like this.
And so since you came late, does that mean you were only there for, like, 5 months, 6 months?
Yeah. I wasn't there for, like, the full. Yeah.
When did you feel like your English started picking up?
You know what? After I had this whole like very like struggle part time, and I started to really like, like just I ain't gonna lie, make a fool out of myself. Just like trying to talk to people, like even though like they didn't know what I was
way to
doing,
learn.
like, just talk a lot, just blah, 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 like I don't know what I'm saying, like I'm just mixing words, like I don't even know what I'm saying, but I'm just going. I want to say it took me about like maybe like a month or two to like actually now starting to understand, but I also like being able to hold a conversation. So like I want to say after 3-4 months, I was able to like hold a conversation with somebody.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You get the confidence that comes with it.
No, for sure. You get the confidence. I was watching movies. Like I was really grinding, like making notes.
Dang, what movies do you feel like helped you the most?
I don't know if there's a specific one. I was just watching random movies.
Always on it.
Yeah.
Dude, that's funny. Because a lot of people, that's how a lot of people learn English.
Yeah,
I can't learn Japanese like that. I've been trying to watch anime.
Yeah, that's different.
They go too fast.
Yeah.
Were you bummed to leave Mount Verde?
Bummed about leaving Mount
Or
Verde?
why did you leave?
Really, to be honest, it was just like a different opportunity, different, perspective. I just wanted to, be in a team where like, obviously I was 8th grade. I was going into my freshman year. I didn't know if I was going to play with Mount Verde. Like they were hella good, like which is, understandable. And, I wanted to go to a team where like, I was actually going to be able to, just, trying to be the man or, like at least have more opportunities on the varsity level.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And the school you ended up at.
Yeah. But
Shut down?
But I ain't even go to IMG after this.
Yeah, that's why you went to like a military school?
Yep, Florida Prep.
But it was like, how long were you there?
A year as well. But the reason why is completely different.
Well, what was the reason?
The reason why I only stayed for a year is because by the end of our year, they wanted to shut down the program of the basketball program, so I ended up leaving. And so I was just like, I'm not gonna stay there, like, because at that point, like, so much had happened. Yeah. But yeah, it was good though.
Were you when were you starting to get interest from colleges?
So after my 8th grade year, during that summer, I like blew up. Which is so crazy because during my whole first year, I was struggling so hard. I feel like I was struggling. Like I was like, damn. But it got better over the course of the year. But I ain't think I was hell nah. I ain't think it was gonna blow up like this. But then I remember just having this like super, I don't know, it was so weird, but not this anxiety, but this rush of like getting offers. I was like, man, I need to get offers. And I was like an 8th grader.
Right.
So I remember one of my roommate, somebody that became my roommate later on with at Florida Prep was like, my boy, relax, like you good, you're only an 8th grader. And at that point he was like he was a junior. So.
And y'all were roommates?
And we were roommates. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. When I was a freshman, he was a junior. No, he was a senior by the time I came in. But so 8th grader, he was a junior. That was his like last AAU year, and so he was like, "Boy, like, why are you tripping so much?" Like, So I remember I went to play with. First, I played with Nike South Beach in AAU. It was nice. I remember I was playing U15 under it was nice. It was cool. It was a nice experience. But then I went to One Family. So that's when they had Nasir Little. I don't know if you know Ronaldo Segu.
Yeah.
So yeah, I ended up playing with the under 17 guys. So I wasn't playing much, but I was having this rush of getting offers. Like getting offers. And you know what? I don't want to say something. I don't want to be wrong, but I think the first interest was like this team from North Carolina, which is crazy, but I don't remember the name of it. It was like a purple team.
Purple team.
But like
High Point.
No, it was like a small D1. So I don't even remember.
Maybe NCA&T.
I don't remember what was the name of the team, but I want to say they was located in North Carolina. But I was an 8th grader. I ain't have nothing. I wasn't playing. I was on the bench. And I just remember one day they was like, you know what, Moussa, we're gonna put you back with the under 15, and that was in Atlanta, if I'm correct. And I remember it was the under 17s just got done, so all the the college coaches were still there, so they were just sticking around. And I remember we played this game, and I went crazy. I went off, and literally that first offer that came out was Miami, and so at that point I don't even know who Miami is.
The U, baby.
I didn't even know who they were. So after the game, we tell me you have an offer. And I was like, oh yeah, from who? It's like Miami. I was like, is that a good school? That's like, hell yeah. I was like super, like I was hyped. I was just super happy. And then yeah, like I remember it's so weird. It's like one of them things where whenever you get an offer,
they just
all of them just comes. So yeah, I got an offer after this from Georgia Tech. Like it was just like a whole bunch of D1 offers.
What was it like calling your mom and telling her?
It was amazing. I was super excited, super hyped, and yeah, from that point on, it was like I went from this till when I was going into my freshman year. Right before that, I got ranked. I was like top 10 in the country. So it was like out of nowhere.
Yeah, like one good game.
Yeah, one good game, and then it just took off.
And that nuts. And then did you go from Florida Prep to IMG?
No, from Florida Prep I went to DME.
This man tried to go to every school possible.
I was moving. And so the reason why I ended up leaving DME is because they also was about to shut down their program as well.
Maybe you were the problem.
Man, who knows? I don't know what it was. But we had a good year too. Like both years we had a pretty good year.
Dude, who is the guy on DME that the old looking dude that was like viral when you were in at IMG? But he was on their post-grad team. He was bald.
You talking about the one that was guarding LaMelo?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. His name is...
What was his name? He was like an internet sensation.
Michi?
Yeah, Michi.
Yeah, I don't know him. I don't think he was there my year. Or maybe he was, but... No, I don't think he was there my year. The year I was leaving is when he came. But you know what's so crazy? So Keegan Murray, the brothers, the twins, so they played at DME. And what's so funny is, when I came into when I was leaving, actually, I'm sorry. When I was leaving, we played like a little pickup game or whatever. And I remember right before the pickup game, one of the postgrad coach was pretty much came to me. He was like, oh yeah, like I brought those 2 kids. I'm like top 10 player in the country, so everybody coming at me and stuff. So I'm like, So he's like, yeah, I brought those 2 kids. Like, you should just when you play, like, just let me know like what you think of them or whatever. Like, you think they're nice or whatever. I just want to, see. And so we going through the games or whatever. We playing. It's cool. Like nothing. I'm not thinking nothing too crazy. I'm like, come back to them. I'm like, yeah, like they cool. Like those 2 brothers, they're not bad. Like,
right.
Cool. So time goes on. I get to I think it was at IMG. I get to IMG. I said the number 1 player, the leading scorer of the NCAA actually. I think at that point. And I look, and it says Keegan Murray. I'm like, what the hell? I literally just played this dude in my sophomore year. Yeah. So it's crazy. It was dope,
all those guys so talented.
Yeah, you just never know who, everybody's path is different.
I know, because even like RJ Barrett, it's like, obviously he's a good player, but it's like coming out of high school, you're thinking like, oh yeah, he'll probably dominate the league.
Like he's gonna be a legend.
Yeah,
I mean he's very good.
Oh yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah, he's strong.
And then, which school do you feel like you learned the most about basketball at in your high school time?
I feel like all of them. Yeah. I've learned something. It was just so much different in different stages of my life. Because at that point, after DME, I ended up going to IMG, and it's not like obviously like you're surrounded around like the most elite of the elite players, so you have to adjust again. So it was different.
Yeah. Which was your favorite?
Which one was my favorite? My favorite. You know what? I don't have a favorite. Like I have a favorite, but it's not my high school years. But if I had to go through my high school years, I don't know. I feel like I've had fun in every single years. Yeah, they was just different.
Yeah. What would be like a piece of advice you would give a kid in your shoes? Maybe he's in middle school right now and he's about to come to America. Like, what do you think would be the thing that would make him most successful in the transition?
Man, just like mentally stay locked in. Just, don't be scared of making a fool out yourself. Like, genuinely, don't be scared of making mistakes. And, just be patient. Like, work hard, and don't be scared of making mistakes. I think that's the biggest part. Don't be scared of making mistakes. Don't be too prideful to make mistakes. And just go for it. And you're going to make a fool out yourself sometimes, whether it's on the basketball court or outside of the basketball courts. And, it's part of life. It's part of, what's going to make you you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. That's good. That's a good word. You come to IMG, you meet me, your career starts taking off.
Right.
What was it like being on that team? Because it's you, Jaden Springer, Jarris Walker, Josh Green. Like, what was kind of the run? Because y'all won the national championship.
Josh Green wasn't in that team.
Oh, you missed him by 1 year?
Yeah.
Got
so we
you.
actually played them when I was with DME. We got our ass whooped. But
how'd you play?
I played all right. All right, actually. I had a pretty good game. I also played y'all. I played y'all like 2-3 times before I came to that school. My freshman year, I came to IMG. I played y'all again. We lost by like 25-30. When I came to DME, I think we lost by like 15. So, and then I came to IMG.
When did this get born?
That's been there.
That's been your thing?
That's been my thing.
Even when you were like 12 years old?
Maybe not when I was 12, but yeah. That's been
Dude, yeah, no, but just what was it like being on a team like that was just stacked? Was like practices just extremely intense?
Yeah, it was a lot different. Like it was so much more. It was a lot closer to like what college would be like. Just like a bunch of elite guys, a lot more detailed. Just the approach and the expectation being different. Like because now it's like Monte Verde was like this, but I ain't get to a chance to really like experience that because I wasn't on that team, on the varsity team. But like I felt like when I was with my teams like before that, so Florida Prep and on DME, the expectations was always to be good, and to win, of course. But I felt like IMG was like a different notch, just because of how big the name is and everything. And literally the year before y'all won the championship, the national championship. So it was just like this whole thing. And at that point, you got to think, like, when you think of the best teams in the country, you're thinking of Monte Verde and IMG. And it's like, they're both in Florida. So it's like, it was just like this whole thing. So when we came in, it was crazy because not only because of us, but also what was going on around. So you got to think, at that point, Monte Verde is building what I think is like the greatest team of high school basketball ever. With like Scotty, K, Daron Sharp, Caleb Houston. Like they're having this whole squad like assembled. And at that time, we making the same move with me, Jaden Springer, Mark Williams, Jalen Johnson was supposed to be part of the team, of course. Like it was like a whole, so it was just like, yo, like they're coming to destroy it. But obviously, things happen. So it ended up exactly how, it ended up being. But yeah, it was crazy.
Dude. How'd you like the dorm rooms at IMG?
Yeah, I love IMG, but
There's no way you had one good night of sleep.
Man, that bed, it's cool, but you know what? It could be better. It could have been better. I don't know what it is now, but it was.
I mean, your feet had to be hanging off.
Man, it was a little different. It was tough. I ain't gonna lie, it was tough, but it is what it is. Though.
Yeah,
good experience.
And now it makes the bed you have now, I'm sure, way better.
Yeah.
What give me like a little bit of the backstory just behind you and Josh waking up early, working out. Was that he led that? You led that?
You know what? I don't remember. I don't know because I think we talked about it. Like we just like, oh yeah, we gonna work, we gonna do this. And then it just happened. Like, it was one of them things where, like, it just happened. But I just don't remember if it was him that started it or it was me. I think it was him that started it. And I might have to look at him. I was like, yeah, let me do the same thing. But I'm not sure. Or maybe, like, I think we talked about it. I'm pretty sure we talked about it. We're going to do this and we're going to start working out like this, And we made, like, our own little schedule. So we were to work out on the outside court, come back in, freaking, I don't know, like, go shower and everything, eat. Then we had our practices in the morning, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this whole little setup. And so, yeah, and then after that, come back at night after school, you know.
Grinding, man.
Yeah, we just grinding.
Were you close with any of the guys from other sports?
Oh, I mean, JCE, like, I was cool. I was cool with a couple football players. Tennis, I'm still cool with some tennis players. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Who are some of the tennis guys? I don't
Gabriel.
know. Yeah, Gabriel. Yeah. He's crushing it.
Yeah, I ain't talked to him in a minute though.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, there's a couple guys that I'm still cool with. Who else? Maybe like a couple golf guys I'm still following, but yeah, I don't have.
Busy guy now.
Yeah.
Busy guy.
I mean, everybody busy at the end of the day.
Everyone's busy for sure.
Yeah.
What when you decide to go to Michigan, you alluded to this time where it was like so cold you almost passed out.
Man.
Give me what happened?
Made a rookie mistake. Made a rookie mistake, a big mistake. I remember we had I want to say we had a workout where we had to practice. And I was at the crib during that time. It was COVID. So whenever I get done with school, whatever, I just go to the gym and, you know, we going to go work out or whatever. So I remember I'm getting ready and I'm like, let me walk. So where I live is low-key outside. I was living outside the campus a little bit.
Got you.
So 12th Street is like a little bit outside the campus. So for some reason, I didn't expect the walk to be that long. I thought it was going to be like 15 minutes if I walk fast. And you got to think, it's like snowing outside. Snowing, like cold. And I remember I had like this jacket, but like it wasn't that big of a jacket. I had like so you know, I put like a couple layers on and I just had that little jacket on. And I'm like, you know, if I walk fast enough, like I'll be good. Man. So I'm going through that long walk.
And you're by yourself?
I'm by myself. So I'm going, I walk up the stairs trying to go to the bridge. I just remember like I'm looking and at first I can see the gym. By the time I see the gym, I'm walking. But I swear my vision was just starting to get blurry. Like I'm like, whoa, hold on. I know the snow is not doing this to me. So I'm just walking. But the closer I get, the more blurry my vision gets. So I'm like, oh shit, like I really might pass out in this joint. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And so, I ended up making it. But I just remember, like...
How long was the walk? It ended up being...
it had to be, like, 30 minutes. It was long. Like, I'm thinking, like, it was 15. It was, like, maybe 30.
Bro, the Michigan winter is different.
Man, I ain't never seen no shit like this in my life. Never. Ever.
You were regretting your decision to go there in that moment.
Man, shit, it makes you think about it. I love Michigan, but it makes you think about it for sure.
Dude, that's so
You been
funny.
there a little bit?
Yeah, because my boss, he played at Michigan.
For real?
Yeah, so he...
What sport?
Football.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he played there with like Leonard Robinson during that time. So we go to at least one game a year.
That's dope.
So I know some of the spots.
Oh, yeah, that's love. So,
Bro,
yeah, that's dope.
Did you enjoy your time just like being a student there? Like, I guess you were there during COVID.
Yeah, I was there during COVID, so I didn't fully experience Michigan's like, you know, whole vibe. But I mean, it was cool though. I had a great time.
Yeah. Which schools were you down to? Like your last three?
My last three was Kentucky. I remember the last two was Kentucky and Michigan, but I want to say it was Alabama or Auburn. I think those were my top four.
Dang.
Yeah.
What gave Michigan the nod?
Juwan Howard, man.
True, because did you play with Jet?
I ain't play with Jet, but like we were in the same vicinity because he was in the same AU as me. So I've talked to him before he even had the job. Like I already knew him, and you know he was just a very nice guy to me. So I just like Juwan, man. I love him.
Miami Heat legend. I'm a Heat fan.
Miami Heat legend. So, for real? Okay, that's dope.
When you were deciding to declare, was there any like? Did you wait until the very last day of the deadline? Like, or were you so confident after year one? Like,
hell no. It wasn't one of them. Like, I was kind of like, damn, should I do it? Should I not? I waited till like, I want to say it was like 11:55, p.m. to like actually make my decision. Low-key, it might have been 12. Yeah, because it was just like...
Where were you? Were you just like in the room thinking?
Yeah, I was in the room. Like, I was in the room. And I was just like, man, like, I guess I'm going to just have to take the decision. I'm going to just have to make the decisions. Because at that time, you know, Michigan was kind of like I could go back. I could go back in. Even though I will say, though, because I don't talk about it enough, but Michigan was on some... They was a little funny, the fans. It was being a little funny with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They weren't rocking with just some of the stuff, or...
Nah, so obviously they wanted me to come back, right?
Right.
Which I completely understand. But it was just like the narratives that was going on after, I felt like.
Got you.
The narratives that like people was trying to throw, or at least sometimes that I see sometimes. I was just like, interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I remember like what was going on, but you know, yeah, no, I mean, I was still trying to figure it out, and I ended up taking the decision and be like, yeah, but yeah, nah, Michigan, because you know them fans. Because a lot of times I remember like when I got drafted, when I left to Michigan, they loved to be like, oh yeah, Moussa had the mid-season. He was supposed to be this and that, because obviously I went as a second round, and
got you. Yeah,
it was me and Caleb Houston, and when we left, it was like kind of this thing where it was just like, damn, like them boys, like I wasn't ready, pretty much.
Right, they were glad to see you struggling to be to like get onto the roster.
What?
Because they wanted you back. Like,
yeah, they wanted me back. Obviously, I think it wasn't like out of like pure hate, but I felt like they're looking at it like, damn, like them guys left like to the NBA. And look at them, pretty much. Or at least early on, it was like, well, look at them. Like, you see, we were right, like, pretty much, like. But I'm just like, I feel like people tend to forget what was the expectation when I came and what ended up becoming after, like, when I left. Right. You know?
Y'all laid the foundation of, like, what kind of where they're at now.
Well, no, it wasn't even that. It was just, like, when I came to... So, first of all, I was a top 10 player ranked in the country in high school, but I wasn't in no mock draft. Like, I was killing. I was doing my thing, too.
Yeah.
But I wasn't in no real mock draft for real. I wasn't in... I just remember looking at Draft Express and all these things, and I wasn't in... Or Draft Express. Like, my mans would send me, like, you know, the rankings or whatever of, like, the draft or whatever. And I wasn't in no draft for real. Like, I wasn't even in there. Coming into Michigan, there was a guy that was starting in front of me named Brandon Johns.
Yeah.
One of my guys. Shout out to him, too. And what was expected to me for my freshman year was I was gonna come off the bench, and you know, like I was gonna, like, you know, learn behind them, and you know, maybe have 2 years, like, you know. So I'm just saying, the expectations was never me to be even leaving this year. It wasn't even, you know, me doing what I was supposed to do. So what I'm saying is, I find it funny how now they're switching the goalposts to saying like, pretty much like, oh yeah, like he ain't matched the expectation that he had. When the expectation was, I already exceeded the expectation that was there. Like, I ended up starting. I ended up being like all-team rookie or whatever. Like, I wasn't even I was literally expected to be like coming off the bench and just like, you know, being a good assets. But like I wasn't even supposed to be in the mock. Like, I wasn't in the mock draft.
Right.
Like, by the time I ended up like leaving, it was like, okay, Moussa could potentially be a first rounder. Like, it wasn't like so. It was like a whole bunch of mixed reviews, but I just remember like just sometimes looking at this on my phone and just be like, that's funny, because when I came into the campus, those was not the expectations. Right. I exceeded the expectation, and then it became something different. But I don't know. I feel like sometimes it just, you know, obviously it's not every fan that thinks like that, but a lot of fans trying to.
The ones that are the loudest.
Yeah, trying to be like, oh yeah, like you just came in and like you ain't matched the expectation. It's like, no, the expectation wasn't even there yet.
Right.
I made those. Like, let's just remember those.
Yeah.
Like, let's remember that.
We got to set the record straight.
Yeah, we got to set the record straight a little bit. Come on now. Show me some love, Michigan.
Right. Have you been back?
No, I haven't been back too, but I need to go back. I literally just talked to the coach that's just signed for
that just left.
Yeah.
Dusty Mays.
Yeah, Dusty Mays. Yeah. I just talked to him. Yeah, great guys, man.
Beast coach.
Man. I mean, he did it. They had a great team. They had a very, very good team. But yeah, I need to go back though. Like I said, I've had a great time at Michigan, and I feel like
you need to come with us for a football game.
Y'all need to let me know when y'all going.
Podcast sprint. Yeah, bro, that'll be fun, because we actually saw. Oh man, who did we see? There was somebody crazy that was there for kind of no reason. Like maybe like Scottie Pippen was there.
Oh, for real? But like, they be having just people.
Yeah.
I mean, Michigan is iconic.
It is.
Yeah.
That's funny though.
Yeah,
We got to set the record straight.
I had to, man. They were just trying to play with my name, dog. Trying to play with me, JP.
With people playing with you, what's your craziest heckle story?
My craziest heckle story?
Or something that just stands out like, damn, they really said that?
About me or
just like when you're playing, could be during a free throw or could be somebody talking trash. You don't need to name a player, but you're just like.
I just remember if it was, I think it was in Philly. Or maybe it wasn't in Philly. Because you know Philly be on that.
Oh, my God, yeah.
But somebody like, I remember like pretty much like somebody was shooting a free throw and it was dead quiet. I want to say it was Philly or it was a game. I think it was Philly. And I just remember, or it was maybe Memphis. One of them. But I just remember there was a bunch of guys that was behind us. Oh, Atlanta. I think it was Atlanta. It was one of those three. Anyways. There was a bunch of guys that was behind our bench. And at that time, I was playing with the Clippers. And when I tell you they were talking that big shit in there, it was just so crazy because it was just super quiet in the arena, like where the guy was shooting free throws. And man, like, I remember I wasn't playing, but I was just listening. And you had our guys, like, them, they're laughing with them because it was just like, they were just going off. Like,
right.
It was just funny, like, but they was just going off. That shit. They was like not exactly behind us, but they were around, and they was just, man.
Did you look back at them and ever?
No, I was looking back like, what the fuck? Like, that would just say that? Like, they was just talking like a whole, like, man, you trash as fuck. Like, just saying like some crazy, like they was just talking crazy.
And when it's dead quiet.
And it's like, dead quiet.
It's like you don't care, but it does kind of cut. You're like, oh, damn.
Damn. And it's like, imagine like if you miss the free throw. Nah, they laughing even more. Nah, they just like, jokes is going like, nah, he really trash. Like, man, come on, man. But yeah, I think, yeah.
What led you to the decision of ultimately like, I'm doing it? What was like the final thought? So I'm gonna bet on myself, like.
Yeah, I'm a bet on myself. I mean, you know, I know I got to work hard, and like I said, every single decision that I've taken till that point, whether me going to America or whatever, I've took those decisions. You know, even changing high schools. You know, obviously people give me their input, but I end up taking those decisions. And so I'm just very much so very independent in that sense. I understand that, you know, decisions have consequences, and I'm ready for it. So it's like whatever I'm gonna do it fully, and then live with the result.
Dude, that's too good. And I feel like so many kids, especially your age, they just don't like, either they're letting somebody else make the decision for them, or there's always the regret. And I feel like you're very much a guy that it's like one of my favorite sayings is like, the grass isn't greener on the other side. Yeah. It's green where you water it.
Oh, for sure. I agree. Yeah,
and so I feel like, and you know, like the right decision is the decision that you make.
Yeah.
And it's like, you got to make the best of it.
And it was crazy too, because I've low-key had some moments, doubting moments for sure. Because I remember like I went to a workout in New York actually. So that was right after I signed. I actually decided to stay in the draft. Tom Thibodeau.
Yeah,
took me into, so you know, after the draft workouts, they take you into like this little room or whatever to have a meeting with you, and you talk to them or whatever. So I ended up talking to them, and till this day I always remember this. Like there's not one time where I don't think of this. Like it's like I remember just Tom Thibodeau telling me like, you know, if you would have stayed at Michigan, you would have been a first round. And I was like, yeah, maybe, I don't know, because you know I gave him my little reasons. He's like, nah, you definitely was gonna be like a first rounder for sure. And then he was like, I was like, yeah, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I took my decisions, right? So he was like, but you know that like by taking that decision, you probably took the hardest path that could have been. And so I just remember him, when he told me that, like, it was just like, okay, like, I get it. Like, this is no joke, you know, like I really have to take it seriously, and I can't just be playing around. So like, it was just kind of like this, like, not welcome to the NBA moment, but like just like reality check of like, you know, obviously when you're young, you grow up, like you dream of like how the NBA is going to go and how your career is going to go. And, you know, it's always this, yeah, man, like I want to be like this. I'm going to be the #1 pick. Everything going to be so smooth and easy. And it's going to be like a bunch of, you know, just nice. And so when he told me this, it was just like, I don't know what's ahead, but it's going to be hard. So like, I better be ready.
Yeah. So
yeah, it was, like I say, like, I think I told him one time when I saw him, when we played him, like a couple years ago, but I definitely, I'm very thankful for that. Just like that little saying, even though it might not mean nothing to him, but to me, it was just like, you know, just understanding that like this is no joke, like this is for real.
Right. And coming from a guy that
Exactly.
great coach.
Great
like,
coach, a lot of experience, and
Yeah.
you know, so I'm very thankful for that.
What was the rest of that like the NBA player combine process like? Was it stressful?
Man, my combine, my draft process was crazy because I ended up having like 23 workouts. Like 23, like I damn near work out for the whole NBA. No, literally, it was insane.
You just flying all over?
Flying all over the places. It was just one of them things where like, you know, well, like, you know, that's what we're doing. And at first it was like, yeah, like you're gonna just do like 10 workouts, you know? I'm like, cool, you know.
What does a workout consist of?
Oh, you gonna have obviously the warming up, the physical tests. So like, you know, like shuttle, whatever it's called. You got to jump vertical, like you got to do different workouts. Maybe like they're gonna make you, you know, do the little things. Then you got the warm up, obviously. You're gonna have like some shooting drills, you're gonna have the basketball drills, then you're gonna have that opposition a little bit. So you got all this, and then you might at the end usually they'll have like a little conditioning test or whatever. Not every time, but yeah. So yeah, it was just that. So that was like pretty much my life for like a good chunk of the summer. It was just me traveling early in the morning, getting there, having to work out, and having to fly right back to another city, getting ready for the next day. So it was back to back to back to back. And it was just like, man. And I just remember at a certain point, I think that was my 16th workout with Chicago. And I just remember like, as the workout went on after this, people would just welcome me and just like clap for me after the workouts. Like, man, like we understand how hard it is. This is your 18th workout, 19th, 20th workout. Like, we just want to thank you for being there. Like, we see you grinding. I was like, yeah.
You're like, the best thank you will be a contract.
No,
right now.
man, but I was exhausted. But you know, it was a good experience though.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how much that kind of like reflects how you've been playing recently, how you earn your contract. Were you stoked to be drafted by the Clippers?
Yeah, I was very happy to get drafted by the Clippers. By the number, no. So I was looking like I was pissed. Not gonna lie. Like I always say, like that was one of the nights where I was the most sad, the most angry. Like
where were you when it was going down?
I was in Miami actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in Miami. I was in a restaurant first, then I went back to my hotel just mad, like annoyed, and obviously love the Clippers. Like they did what they were supposed to do, and I'm very thankful for them. But the number I got picked, yeah, I thought I was better than a lot of the guys that was in front of me. But you know, I understand that it's a process, and it was what it was. But I just had to let it go. Like,
how long did it take you to let it go?
I mean, it just took me the night. You know, like it was just like a whole bunch of screaming, just like I'm just losing it. I'm just losing my losing my shit.
You're just in the room going,
just in the room, just going nuts. You would think somebody getting killed.
Were you solo?
Yeah, I was solo. I was by myself. Yeah, so I was just mad. But I talked to my mom that same night, and she just told me like like you've had a lot of adversity in your life, and that's not gonna stop you. It is part of the plan and the process, and you just gotta keep going. What God has planned for you is always gonna work. So, having that talk was just good for me. And then from that point, after that night, I just let it go. I was just like, it is what it is. I'm at work.
Yeah, Vinland Saga.
No,
gave
facts.
up, let go of the revenge. Let go of the revenge.
Yeah, facts.
What do you feel like a lot of your?
I ain't really let go of the revenge though, but yeah,
you can't. You got to keep the chip on your shoulder.
Yeah, you got to keep the chip on your shoulder.
Do you feel like you get a lot of your resilience from your mom?
For sure, big time. My parents, even like my mom and my dad, but my mom for sure. Like just seeing her, how hard she worked for us and what she did to provide for us and the sacrifices she made. Hell yeah, big time.
Yeah. What kind of jobs was she? What like profession was she in? Or?
So my mom, she was a cleaner. Yeah. So what you'll see in like usually like in hotels or whatever, she did this for a little bit. She also did like she worked in restoration. But I don't know what they call this over here, but it's technically now she done. She don't work no more.
Yeah.
Like it's technically, so it's like there's places in France where like you have like immigration, like they pretty much put all the immigrants in a certain like location. It's like this big building or whatever where like they have like a little place to stay until they figure out the papers and all these things. Yeah. So my mom used to work there, and so those were the main two jobs that she did.
Yeah, and just seeing her work hard every day is like,
she was working.
More fuel to your fire.
Yeah, hell yeah. Big time.
What when you sign, because how's it work when you sign with the Clippers? Is it an immediate you sign a 2-way contract, or is it like you're on full-time NBA roster and then it goes to a 2-way?
Nah. So actually, when I tell you my draft process was just so crazy, because the draft night when I went to get drafted, when I was looking at the numbers, whatever, and obviously it got to a certain point where like I was just pissed. So like I'm in the draft, like I remember Delano Bonto, like he took a video and like he recorded me like, yeah, you got drafted. And I was sick. But anyways, so before that, before the Clippers called my name, New Orleans made a call. I think that was the 41 or 42nd pick, maybe 40th, one of them. They called my agent. They're like, yo, boom, we want to take him, da, da, da. And he's like, oh yeah, they will put you on a standard contract. Me being so mad, I'm not even processing what is going on. So I'm not even listening.
Right.
I'm just like shaking my head, just like, bro.
You're seeing red everywhere.
Like, yeah, like I'm not even listening to what he's saying. Like he talking, but that just sound like like I'm not hearing what he's saying. And so, like in the draft, you got to be quick. Like you can't just
right. They're on the clock.
So they like at the same time as you talking, I'm just like whatever. Like I'm just talking whatever. He says, never mind. They said they're gonna take E.J. Liddell from Ohio State. So they ended up taking him. And so then the Clippers end up coming in, and so they're like, oh yeah, they're gonna offer you a 2-way. So I didn't know what a 2-way was. So I'm like, what's that? It's like the part. So at first I wasn't thinking, but then I was just like, damn, did I just lose on something?
Damn.
But I was just like, I mean, it is what it is. I just, in my mind, I don't know exactly how everything happened. At the end of the day, they made the decision. Maybe they wasn't going to take me either way.
Right.
But I just remember, like, if I would have just been like, yeah, let me just. Like,
maybe standard contract.
Yeah, I would have But nah, I was on it. So yeah, but you start right on a 2-way contract with the team, but you just have only a certain amount of games that you can play with the NBA team.
Got you.
But you're still on a roster, but just not for the whole, like they'll have to convert you after a certain amount of games, or if they want to get you to the play in the playoffs. So yeah, but it was, man, like I just remember that part just being like, shit.
Yeah.
Did I just lose on some bread right now?
Yeah, and going to LA with all the taxes, but
man,
better to be in LA probably than New Orleans. No shade to anybody.
Wow. Hey, I ain't say this.
Yeah, he didn't say that. But I mean, shoot, you got to play with Paul George on the field.
But it was great. It was like I said, I'm still very thankful for the Clippers. They helped me a lot, and I have great connections with them, and I'm still very happy for everything.
But were you pissed when everybody was saying that you had the worst style on the team?
The worst what?
There's the Clippers video.
Oh, man, I ain't worried about this. I ain't gonna lie.
You saw this video though?
Yeah, I saw the video. And I'm just like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping. I'm like, y'all spend your money where y'all want to spend it. You know what I'm saying?
Smart man.
I'm just chilling. I'm just living life, you know? But yeah, it was funny though. I mean,
because did they also get you on a popcorn prank?
They popcorned me. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't the best of the rookies. I will say that.
What do you mean?
Like, I was just getting into it with the vets and stuff.
Oh,
not all of them, but like it was just be like they'll tell me like to do certain things. I just wouldn't do it sometimes. I would just be like, all right, bro, like
you're still pissed from draft night.
Nah, not even. I'm just like, I don't know. Like sometimes like you'll just tell me to do something. I'll be like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll forget it. So I wasn't, always the best of the rookies. And, like, I'll, like, talk back, like, in a sense, not, like, in a disrespectful manner, right. But, like, we'll just, like, talk about, like, basketball, for example, and I'll say something, and then, we'll get into it, or, like, we get on the court, I'll talk shit, and then he'll be, like, he'll be like, boy, like, you ain't do nothing, which, yeah, right, I ain't do nothing yet. So, like, I'm like, I'm tripping, but, yeah, it was just, like, little funny moments like this, but, it was always all love at the end of the day, but... No, yeah, they said they were going to get me. The only thing is, the reason why they couldn't get me is because I ain't have no car yet. But when I got my car, they made sure to popcorn my car.
Was it like day one when it was in the...
No, it wasn't day one. They waited for like a game day. So like it was after the game too.
Oh, dang.
Everybody was there. Cameras was around. And I knew something was coming.
Did y'all win the game at least?
Did we win the game? I don't even remember if we won the game. And all I remember is it was against the 76ers, if I remember right. Because Reggie, like a couple guys got traded over there and we played them. I think it was the 76ers, yeah. And I just remember like just coming out. Like I just remember being in the locker room and like low-key people like talking and stuff. And I just remember like a couple guys from the other team that used to play with us in the locker room just like kind of waiting, like looking at me like, so I'm like, something ain't right. Something is going on. I get to my car and I just see people behind me too. So I kind of know like, yeah, they did some shit. So I came to my car. Yep. So the results.
Open it up.
Yep. But it is what it is though. It was cool.
Have you gotten one over on a rookie?
Nah,
They scarred you so much. You're like, I can't do that.
Nah, I be chilling. I'm not even a vet for real.
True.
Like,
This is what, your third?
No, I'm going into my fifth.
Dang.
Time goes so fast.
That's crazy.
Super fast.
Half a decade.
Man.
That's nuts, bro.
It's crazy.
But when would be considered vet though?
Like I felt like 7 for 8. We'd be like, okay, like now you're getting to that vet statue.
Right.
Like, 7 or 8.
Yeah. Who do you feel like you learned the most from when you were at the Clippers of the players, or just admired their work ethic or game?
Really, I felt like I took a piece from a lot of them, just like from talking to them or just like observing. Like I always say, like Russell Westbrook, I felt like just observing like his daily habits and just like his approach to the game was very big for me. Kawhi, just like, how like he break down the game, just like his patience and like even kill. I felt like that defensively also, just how he moves. I think that was very good for me. Even like Zoo, like talking to Zubac, Nikola Batum, just like talking to all them guys, like I've just learned to, Marcus Morris was also a big one. Like just talking to them, just like, okay, listening, like, okay, boom, that's how I gotta be. John Wall, just talking to him, like, okay, like you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Just like they would pretty much just give me advice of like how to like, stay in the league for real. So
yeah.
I mean,
being a sponge.
Yeah, being a sponge, just, listening. But like I said, I'm the type, I'm very hard-headed. I listen in the back, but like in front of you, I might be like, hell no, man. But I'm listening. So I definitely, took their advice and I mean, it worked out. So I'm very thankful for them.
Yeah, that's definitely, I feel like a lot of people can miss out on that
for sure.
Just in any industry because of ego.
Yeah.
Of like, man, I don't want to ask all these people these questions. Like they don't know. I actually know. So that's cool, man. And that's something that everybody can learn from.
Yeah.
What was your first purchase?
First purchase? I think I bought like some VC on 2K. You know how long I've been waiting to buy some VC on 2K? When I found out I can buy some VC on 2K, shit, I went crazy.
That's why I love you, man.
Some VC on 2K. I think that was my first purchase, man. Like probably some food, but like, yeah, those were my main purchases, like VC on 2K.
Food in LA is expensive.
Man, shit.
Dude, no. That's funny. Some VC. How many? You probably dropping a little bit in there.
What? Dropped a little bit. Man, 2K should sponsor me the way I was dropping. Shit.
Dude, that's awesome. When you found out you were coming to Charlotte, were you mad? Were you excited?
I think I was excited. I just didn't know what was like. I was just uncertain of like the situation. Obviously, parted ways with the Clippers. They decided to not resign me. So, kind of finding myself after summer league like that offer, like it was the Hornets, Milwaukee, I want to say. Yeah, I think it was one of those two, but ended up going with the Hornets. They were the one that was offering the two-way, so it was just like, okay, cool. And just at the beginning, just a lot of uncertainty, not being certain of what was going to happen and what is going on. So I was just going there, just I'm gonna just give everything I have and go from there.
Yeah.
So I didn't expect, from the way I thought everything was going to happen was I was going to go to the G League, just work myself out there, and then from there, get an opportunity to show out like at the end of the year. But nah, like I guess as we're going through the practices, the workouts, the open gyms, speak ups or whatever, they just like what I was doing, and I just stuck with it.
Yeah. How cool was it? Like, because the city, I mean, they love you.
Yeah.
And just, like my friends here that you met before, when I'm telling people, because I've only been in town for really just a handful of hours, but people ask me what I'm doing here. Tell them I'm talking with you, and everyone is just like, bro, like I love Moussa.
Oh, that's love.
And so, but to come from two-way contract with the Clippers, like, you know, a later round draft pick than what you were hoping.
Yep.
What was it like kind of feeling that love for the first time from like the way that Charlotte has bought in?
You know what? It's love. Like I'm very happy for it. But this is one of the things where I look-y feel like I called it a little bit. Because even when I was back at Michigan, I just remember like talking about things like this. Like, because when the whole Moose is loose thing came out from one of my roommates. So he's the one that brought it up first. And as like it was going through and we were getting momentum with Michigan, like it became more of a thing. You had a couple guys that I remember seeing with like the Moose hats. So it was like a little thing. It was you know. So when I was back at Michigan, I just remember being like, you know what? That would be great if like one day like I just come into the arena and everybody just scream my name, like Moose, like it's like a death row. Like you just come in like, oh, like you know, but it's, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like it was just like, yeah, I just saw it. I was just like wondering, like, man, that would be great. And so for it to happen, it was just like, whoa, like that's crazy, like
Dude.
crazy circle moment, you know?
So yeah, it's like all that work and just visualizing it.
Yeah,
paid
it's
off.
only the beginning, God's willing.
Yeah, 100%. Are you a big visualization guy?
Super. I think that's like super important to be able to, you know, see yourself doing the things that you want to be or become or things that you want to do. Yeah, I mean, if you can see yourself do it, it can definitely can happen. I don't know. I think for me, it's been something that I naturally just started doing. And yeah, like I'm just very big on dude,
it's tough word.
Visualization. You know the word.
Visualization.
Yeah, that word. Now being able to visualize like things that you want to do in the future is super duper important to me.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people should do it.
Did you ever have and you might not have, but I feel like every now and then athletes will have like a game where, you know, prior to it, it's like they saw it going exactly how it ended up going. And it's, you know, whether it's like, man, I just knew from the minute I woke up, like this was going to be a night.
I wouldn't say so. I just feel like you know what's so crazy? I don't like to put too much expectation on how the game gonna go because I feel like that's when I'd be messing up the most. I think I was just trying to go out there and just play hard, just have fun. I think results gonna come from it. That's something that, you know, I always trying to, you know, remind myself. But I trying to control what I can control the controllables, and then from there the results gonna come.
Dude, yeah. What's one of your favorite things that the NBA like platform has provided you with off the court?
Off the courts, I mean, just like, you know, the different outlets that they have just on, you know, business wise, the trips that you can take. Like obviously they have this little thing going on in Spain that they had going on in Spain, Morocco, with the whole marketing and just, you know.
Have you been a part of that? Or?
I didn't go yet.
Yeah,
I was supposed to go this year, but too much things going on. I couldn't go. But you know, they just have so many different outlets, whether it's financially to help you understand how the business work, whether it's on the court or off the court, but also just, you know, like just like little leisure things. You know, I think, you know, they do an amazing job with it.
Yeah, that's awesome. What for this so far in your NBA career, what's been your favorite moment?
Favorite moment? Low key now, at first it was like when I got converted. Obviously, that was a great moment.
Yeah.
When I got converted, it was a great moment.
Yeah, walk me through that. How did you get told?
I mean, they call you, they tell you that you probably, and like I kind of had the flair that like it was gonna happen anyway.
Yeah.
Of like how everything was going, but obviously officially it was when, you know, after the game we won. I think it was right after the Spurs game we won. Had a good game too. And it was just like, yeah, Moussa, like we officially, you know, in the locker room, everybody comes in, and it was a good moment. But now, I think that game against Miami, because it was just like, you got to think, not like Charlotte in itself as a city hasn't seen a lot of winning in a very long time. With how the whole year started and how we picked things up and how everybody just started coming in and more fans started to be more and more involved with the Charlotte Hornets. Like you had we're the number one team after All-Star. Like it was just like, it was like a whole like what is going on in Charlotte. Like we're the most exciting team. Everybody's just watching us. So for us to come into like a chance to get in the playoff, because at that point every team is like literally right there, and then we get into the playing games, and that we beat Miami, and it was just like this grindy, super tough game, and just like a whole bunch of emotions in there, because it was like the most crowded I've ever seen Charlotte's. Like it literally felt like a playoff game. I don't know what exactly a playoff game felt like, but that definitely got to be what it is. So at least that's the closest thing that I can think of. So yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. Who's a guy that, because you won the NBA award for hardest worker.
Yeah.
Congrats on that.
Thank you.
That's a testament. Who's a guy that you've played against that you feel like has matched you or like pushed you when you're out there of like, oh dang, this dude is like working as hard as me, and I gotta find another level. And obviously you're at the top. You won the award.
No, I mean, I feel like it's different in everybody's different in their own ways, but I feel like low key, like when you go, like every single like backup big man usually will be like an energy guy, like an energy big. So they'll always like play super hard. So I feel like they'll always like play hard, but like somebody like specifically, I feel like they all play like they all play hard. I couldn't give you like
you're in the league for a reason.
Yeah, like exactly. So it's like
yeah. Who's somebody you've got to meet from like just from being an NBA guy now that has been like just over the top awesome to, and this could legit be like a massive Hornets fan that you know is like an actor or something, or you know like maybe an athlete that used to play that you really look up to.
Oh.
Or somebody you played with that's like, holy crap, I'm playing with them.
Oh, like somebody I'm like starstruck, you mean?
Yeah.
Somebody I'm starstruck.
Have you been? Have you ever been starstruck?
Like I'm starstruck. Low key, you know what? But that was with the Clippers. That was my first year, I want to say. You've watched the show That's So Raven?
Oh, yeah.
So I watched That's So Raven. I was a big fan of That's So Raven. I don't remember the dad's name.
Yeah.
But the dad in That's So Raven used to always come to the game. And I just remember he gave me the note of where, you know, the casting and all the, I don't know what it's called, but you know what I'm saying? Where they have like the, you know how the show gonna go.
Right.
I don't know for which episode, but I just remember and he signed it. That was fire. I was so hyped. I remember, I probably still have it in my crib right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember like just being like, yo, that's crazy. Like, ain't no way. But that, I guess when we played LeBron the first time, I was like, oh shoot, like we playing LeBron. But yeah, nah, I wouldn't say it was exactly starstruck, but it was more so like, wow, like this is happening right now.
Yeah.
I guess that's probably what starstruck is anyway, but yeah.
One of my favorite one of your stories is you saying how you were calling people by their first and last names.
Yeah.
What was the moment that it switched that you were like, all right.
You know what? That might be the moment where I was starstruck actually. Like when I just got into the league and got to see my teammates. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Because I was just so used of seeing them on 2K and stuff. So it was like John Wall. Like I just used to go, yeah, what's up, John Wall? What's up, Paul George? Kawhi Leonard, what's up? So they were just looking at me like, boy, like what is wrong with you? Just call us like, I don't know, like John, just, you know, by our name or whatever. But yeah, that like maybe like the first two weeks, the first month, I was just like, yo, that's crazy. Like, I'm playing with Paul George. What's up, Paul George? It's just like, motherfuckers just be like, man, motherfucker, stop doing this bullshit. Like, just looking at me like, boy.
Sorry, Paul George.
Yeah, like, what's wrong with you? Like, I was like, that's just, yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. I've got like 3 more for you.
Talk to me.
Then we'll roll out of here. Number 1 of the 3, you talked about that you want to be an actor.
Hell yeah.
Outside of it, if you could do a cameo in one show, you know what a cameo is?
No.
Basically, like you're just like a one-time appearance.
Oh,
so,
okay, yeah.
And you're like most times like you would play yourself.
Right.
What show would you want to make a cameo in?
What show? Those shows is not alive no more.
What were some of them that you were on?
Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. That would have been fire.
Banger show.
Yeah. That would have been fire. Like just some Disney shows, I feel like I would be great in making an appearance there.
You're a big Disney guy.
Man, I love Disney. Big fan. But maybe you know what, like a actual show that I would like want to be in. What's an actual show that I like would love to be in? Squid Game would have been fun.
Squid Game? You think you would have done good?
Man, what? I would have killed that joint. I would be good. But like a funny show. I'm trying to think of like a funny show.
You want to be in comedy?
I'll probably be in comedy.
Yeah.
Like it's just, like, I just don't see myself just taking myself seriously in a show.
Right.
But maybe I would, but you know.
And then what if they were going to make a movie about you? Who would you want to be you if it couldn't be you? Like, who would you want to play you in the movie?
Who would I want to play me? I don't think there's nobody that could play me except me, to be honest. But I don't know, like, because I'm trying to think of like somebody that looked like me or like just.
Yeah. It's tough.
Yeah, it's tough. Like,
You'd be a hard guy to cast.
Like, yeah, I just don't see who would be able to play me. Yeah, I just don't know.
I know. I'm trying to think of like some young actors.
Maybe
you just get a Corey from That's So Raven to play you.
Yeah, I'm like, who could play me? Yeah, I don't know.
Are you a big movie guy?
Yeah, I love movies.
You seen The Odyssey yet?
Man,
I haven't seen it.
Fire.
I gotta go.
It was
bro.
good.
It's as good as everybody's making it out to be.
No, yeah, it's good. It's good. It's a good movie. Like I would watch it again, and I don't even like rewatching stuff. But yeah,
Spider-Man next week, or this coming week actually.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even know that. Man, yeah, I gotta watch it. I've watched. I just also watched. You like horror movies?
Oh yeah, I love horror movies. Obsession.
No, I've watched Obsession. You watched it?
No.
It's good.
I need to watch, bro.
It was good. But what is it called? The Resident Evil something? Not Resident Evil. Evil something.
It just came out?
Yeah.
I know. I need to, because I do love horror movies, and I feel like there's very few good ones.
I agree. Big
so
time.
that's why I like to go see. Like I want to be in my bed at night. Like,
yeah,
somebody else in here. Like,
yeah.
I like all the paranormal
Avatar.
Stuff. Yeah, I didn't see the fire in the.
Oh yeah, I ain't watched that one either.
Bro, because it's just long movies.
Man, it's long, but also, you know what I don't like? I feel like they've waited so long to drop the last one that when it came out, don't get me wrong, it was a great movie, but the expectations.
Right. It's like, this better be the best movie that we've ever seen
in my life, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
Like, it was a great movie though.
Right.
But like, I'm expecting some, man, like I'm flying inside the movie. Like I'm in the movie at that point.
Dude, apparently there's a theater in Japan that like will be like spraying water on you, like doing the whole thing. It's like an interactive movie.
Oh yeah, okay, like 4DX.
Yeah, 4DX, but like to the max. Where you're like, you kind of leave and you're like, holy crap.
Oh, so you can't have no food with you.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to have food with you.
Like you're just like, okay, yeah, I'll definitely do that.
You still sneak snacks into the movies?
Me?
Yeah.
Nah. You do?
Of course, man.
Of course, man.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes, but most of the time sometimes they'll just let you go. You just walk in. I'll just walk in with some food, to be honest.
Just a full meal.
Yeah, I'll just, whatever, it's cool.
Especially around here. I'm sure do a lot of people recognize you?
Yeah, I think people recognize me. Yeah. Like when I went to the movie last time I went to the movie theater, yeah, like a bunch of people just asking for pictures. Yeah.
Dude, I love it. What's been like one of the more fulfilling interactions that you've had, whether it be like a kid that, you know, meets you and like they really look up to you, or if you guys do community work?
Yeah.
Is there any of those moments that stand out?
You know what? Like I've like this little basketball. So I did a basketball camp.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I just didn't expect that many kids to show up. Like I just didn't expect that many kids to show up. It was a good time. I loved it. Hopefully, I hope the kids had fun. It seemed like they had fun, so that was good. But yeah, I mean, like every interaction that I had, the community was great. I've always been great vibes, great experience. I just don't like. To me, Charlotte have such a very family vibes to it that I guess like when you see kids, you just like, damn, like those are not your kids, but you know, like it's like little brothers, like you know, you just little sisters. They just give very family oriented vibe,
right?
Like, so it was good.
Yeah, dude. Because I eat up those videos when like you know, whether it's a kid with like a disability or kid that's been through something really hard and they like get to go meet the players, and I'm like, man, it's like all the moments are just so moving.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it's about for sure.
What when your career is all said and done, what do you hope people say about you? What's the one thing you hope they remember?
I had my path. if that makes sense. I don't know. That's very vague like this, but that, you know, like, I just hope that people see me as like somebody that gave a different light and also a different path of, you know, whether it's life or basketball, obviously, because that's what I do. But yeah, just, you know, like, man, like, we talk about all these guys, but this guy, he did it different, you know? And, you know, I mean, I just work out and hopefully hope for the best. I mean,
I love it. And then the final question is the make it to midnight question.
Make it to midnight. Okay.
And it is, because I'm a big quote guy, but it doesn't even have to be a quote. It's, what's one quote or story that has helped you make it to midnight that you think could help somebody else make it to midnight?
One quote that'll help them make it to midnight?
Yeah.
But what do you mean by make it to midnight?
So basically, like, make it to your next 24 hours. So like, you're going through a really hard day.
Okay.
This is like the thing I keep in my head to keep going.
If you don't, who will? Like, just because, you know, I just believe that very much so that sometimes, a lot of times at least, we like very easy and very quick to, you know, delay things or, you know, just like wait for the right timing to do things. And it's like, and no such thing as really is like this, like, right timing. It's just like gonna happen. You know, if you make it happen, the right timing is gonna come, and then it's just gonna happen to be there. So, you know, if you don't do it, who will? Like, at the end of the day, like, whether it's like whatever it is, just that. But I also think like it's very simple, and that's something that, like, you know, I just feel like people sometimes, you know, just forget, especially in hard times. But like, just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that's what we got on the wristbands.
Keep going, exactly. Yeah. Like, it's very boring to say, and it's very, like, you know, like, repetitive. But like, I think you really don't get more like that than keep going. Like, life is gonna hit you in different ways, but guess what? You just got to keep going, because if you don't, who will? You know what I'm saying?
Tied them both together. I see you.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real though, man.
Yeah.
And it's like the number one thing all successful people have in common is they kept showing up.
Kept showing up. Literally, that's how my opportunities came. In whatever I did, it was just like, when I signed and everything, it's like I just kept showing up, and that's something that Taj just kept on telling me. Just keep showing up. Like, Taj Gibson, shout out to Taj Gibson again. Like, out of anything in life, like, when you, like I said, there's no such thing as right timing, and you don't know when it's going to exactly happen. But if you keep on showing up, one of them days it's going to happen. So it's like, just got to keep showing up and give everything you have, and just leave it to God after that.
Yeah. What was the Taj Gibson moment?
I mean, just really just like, because I remember it was like beginning of the season, I want to say ish. Even throughout the season, but like, I just remember there was a time where I was just like, man, like, I'm not playing much. And it's like, you know, you just get into your head a little bit. Even though, like, and it's so funny because it's like, when I came into the Hornets, I was uncertain. I didn't even think I was going to be in the G. I was going to play with them until like maybe the end of the year.
Wow.
So then I found myself in a situation where I'm actually with them and I'm not in the G. But I'm still like, man, like, you know, it's like I'm not even looking at the work that's been done already, you know. I'm just thinking of what's going on right now. But him just telling me like, yo, Moussa, like, just keep showing up. Like, I'm telling you, your opportunity is gonna come. Like, just him, I just remember vividly, like, just him, like telling me this, like, over and over and over, just keep showing up. Like, I'm telling you, your opportunity is gonna come. And I mean, he was right. So
yeah,
I mean, it was that's my OG forever.
That's awesome,
sure.
Man. And now you can be that guy for the next dude that comes up.
Yeah.
What was your most nerve-wracking moment where you're just feeling it all-time high, like, oh crap, like I gotta show up?
Well, so when we played Miami, how close the game was getting, that was probably the one, because he was just like going back and forth and just like, okay, we up. Okay, we might be good. Then they scored. Then we like, oh shit, we done. It's over. And then we score again. We're like, yeah. So yeah, probably that part. Yeah, just because like at that point it's like any shot can go in, and it's just super decisive. So it's like just nervous.
You were like, I'm gonna have to come down here and knock a three down.
Man,
we're gonna start seeing more three balls.
Man, keep working, man. We just keep working.
One of my friends, he's a Michigan fan. But he's not one of the bad ones.
Maybe we should ask him. Maybe we should talk to him.
Yeah, we should. But he was telling me about when you guys played UNLV, and it was like y'all won by like 13.
Right.
But you had some free throws at the end of the game, and he had like made a bet with his friend that you guys would
I heard
win.
about this, yeah.
And so when you knocked them both down, he went nuts. He was like, he doesn't understand how big that moment was.
No, yeah, because like I remember like they were talking about how like I hit like everybody's parlays.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah.
Which is a whole, I'm sure like the hate messages, you probably get some, have you got some crazy DMs?
Oh yeah, we got some crazy for sure. But you're used to it at some point. It's like, people just be talking. But yeah, people be going in sometimes. They think, I'm like, damn. But that shit makes me laugh though.
You ever reply? Like,
no,
damn, hope you have a good Sunday, man.
I'd be tempted, but like I don't be tempted to like curse back out, but like
Right.
just to make like some funny jokes, like really like just like bitch your ass, like
Yeah.
But
the key is just to always high road them.
Yeah,
Because then it's like, because you don't want to get in a situation where they screenshot your reply.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like sometimes it is funny though because I do want to like but I do that shit on 2K though, big time. Like what? I be talking that shit on 2K.
Do people know who you are on 2K?
So it depends. So when I have my account where like I have my my little bubble on it, yeah, and so I don't talk as much. Like sometimes here and there I might just talk shit, but most of the time I don't. And I'll wait like at the end of the game, so like hella quickly I'll just start talking shit. But if I'm not, and it's just I'm just on my regular account, but like you just don't know who it is. Oh my God.
Has somebody ever freaked out when they find out that it is you? And they're like, oh, some kids are on there. Just
yeah, for sure. Yeah, that definitely happens. That definitely happens. But also, I get a lot of, who is this?
Right. Moussa.
Moussa.
Who you play for?
Who you play for?
You're overseas?
And they love talking shit when you, because most of the time I don't even talk. When I'm on my account and like, you have my name and my face and all this, I don't even talk because it's like, there's no point. Like, I'm just playing the game, having fun. They were trying to talk shit to me. I ain't even did nothing. But it's all good.
Dude, I love it.
That shit fun.
Heck yeah, man. That's all I got for you.
You
got anything else?
Nah, man. I'm hungry.
Yeah, bro, for sure. It's been great catching up with you.
My man, that's love.
So glad we got to see each other, man.
Facts.
Definitely want to come to a game, support. I try to show up to a lot of the tennis kids matches.
Oh, for real still?
Yeah.
So you still locked in with them?
I try my best, man, because working at IMG was hard.
Yeah.
But I really do value like the relationships and like I learned a lot about myself there through like understanding other people's cultures, stories.
Mm-hmm.
And so like when I went to Japan, I saw a lot of the kids from IMG.
Wow.
So they took me around
that's dope.
And everything. So same with you, man. I'm grateful to know you.
Appreciate you.
Thanks
man.
for the conversation. And I feel like there's so many good things for a lot of people in there.
Yeah,
so
that's love.
You the man, bro.
My man.
Appreciate you, dude.
Thank you.
Sir. Money, bro. We'll have to get a photo before we. Hell yeah. If you are looking for an NBA jersey this year, I recommend going to the Hornets team store and buying that number 14 Charlotte Hornets jersey because you heard the guy's story. You hear what he's trying to put out there in the world. You see the way he lives his life, and it's something that should be inspiring and encouraging to all of us. So, Moussa, shout out to you. I cannot wait to have you back on the show. Truly one of the most genuine guys I've ever got the pleasure to be around. Cannot wait to see the lives you continue to impact. Can't wait to see the season that you have. Thank you to all the listeners for checking out this episode. If you're new, shout out to you for being here. If you're a Hornets fan, you still got a big year. I know LaMelo Ball got traded and all of that, but you got a great core. You've got a great leader in Moussa. So it's going to be great. Now I hope you stick around on this channel as well because I need the loyalty. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Shout out to Joe Satterfield and Diamond Legacy Insurance. And I will see you guys next week. Keep making it to midnight. Almost forgot.